What's up? Wegovy Steph here, talking to Wegovy Nation. Let me tell you, I'm really excited to report that I finally broke through the 220 plateau. I'm super excited about that. Anyway, I'm reporting to you live from inside the car because if you didn't know, I live in Arizona and it is already like 90 degrees at 7:30 in the morning, and it's probably going to be about 110 today, 109, something like that. So I came out and I said, because I just got finished showering and get myself ready for the day, and I said, let me report to my friends about this plateau breakthrough. So I'm at 218.9. And this is what I have been doing. Well, as you know, I've been working out, take the Wegovy, eating well, eating on salad plates, eating much less than I used to eat. I have a lot of physical activity in my life now, and listen, it's almost like being married. Me in the gym. But anyway, the last 2 times that I went to the gym, rewind. I haven't been reporting from Tumamoc because it's been too hot. It's just been too hot. And I'm like, I can replicate what I get from climbing up Tumamoc Hill, and I can replicate that on the treadmill. Yesterday morning, and I hope this helps somebody. I really do. Let me sit this right here because I'm going to talk with my hands. All right, let's turn this down. Let's turn that down. Okay. So immediately, a clap. All right. So yesterday, I went to the gym at 4 in the morning. It was freezing in there. Now, I'm talking about how hot it is out here, but it was so cold in there. Like, I was just like, oh, my goodness. And probably because there was only like 10 of us in there, and, you know, body heat changes that. But, anyway, okay, sorry. I just got this message. Somebody's like, can you help me with a donation for my business to get me up and running? Your marketing business. But you're marketing through asking for donations through Instagram? That's interesting. I have a response, but I have to get back to that later. So anyway, went to the gym, 4 a.m., and got on the treadmill. Well, first thing I do is stretch. So you know how they have the stretching cages? So I use that. That's very helpful for people who have low mobility or who have not been stretching at all. Just use the stretching cage. It usually has some instructions on there on the different muscle groups that you can stretch and how to use it. But I got on the stretching cage for about 10-15 minutes and just trying to loosen myself up, you know, just get that morning fog out of the joints, if you will. And then I got on the treadmill and I put the speed at 3.5, which is, it was like 3.2, because I tried 3.5 and it's a little too fast. I have to get a little jog, and I can't do that because of the Achilles, right? I have to build up to be able to run like that again. 3.2. I had it at a 6-degree incline, and I broke a sweat. I did that for 20 some minutes. And then when I got done, I worked my abductors and adductors. That's your hip region, because you want to open up your hips. And this is a side note for everybody. It is incredibly important for you to make sure that you stretch and get those hip flexors like in motion. Keep them greased up. Aside from that, your knees and your ankle health, it's going to be so important to maintain that, because as you age, they find that seniors who haven't kept that mobility, if they fall and they break something, I think they said something like a more than 60% chance that it will end in their death. So just, keep active. Now, my mom, I'm not going to tell you her age. I said it before in one of them other things. But my mom, man, she looks great for her age. You cannot tell her age at all. And she works out. And if my mom were to trip and fall, she can catch herself, right? Like she's got that ability because she has been active her entire life, you know. But anyway, getting back to this thing. So I'm on the treadmill and I'm breaking a sweat. The other thing that I am 100% sure contributed to my ability to do this was when I got up. Remember I told you I take CLA and I take L-carnitine. They help with fat metabolism, right? So I used to put that scoop into my drink, but I just don't want to be sipping on that because I'm not going to suck down 33 ounces of liquid immediately. So I wanted its full effects and I wanted to be able to have it do what it needs to do for me as I work out. So I poured the scoop right in my mouth and washed it down with some water. And it gives you energy. It definitely kicks it up a little bit. But I got on the treadmill about 25 minutes. Actually, I don't think it was 30 minutes. I think it was 25 minutes. Work the adductors, and I did abs, and I did my hamstrings. So, you know, you lay down on the bench and you do with your legs, 50-pound weights. Sorry, I keep getting messages as soon as I get on. And then they have this machine at Planet Fitness. It's like this whole body toner thing. I never got into that stuff because it's like, you don't really have to do anything. It's like shaking on the body. I don't know if it's effective, but I decided that I was going to try it. So I stepped in the booth and I was like, it's just bright in here, and I don't know what this thing is supposed to do. I stayed in there for like 3 minutes and I left, and then I went and got on one of the hydro massage chairs, and that's how I ended my workout. I didn't work out everything yesterday. I'm really focused on building up my ankle and knee strength, and again my ability to carry my body. But I had energy. I'm talking about mad energy all day yesterday. Actually, I had energy all the way up till 6 o'clock in the evening, like where my mom was like, boy, that would have been a really good workout. And I was like, it really was, Mom. It really was. And I think everybody kind of knows that, you know, when you work out, you know, the blood's moving, the endorphins is popping, everything, you know, the serotonin's coming in, everything is good here. Everything's good here. And again, you get energy. Like, I cannot tell you how grateful I am that Wegovy actually got me kick-started off onto the weight loss, and then me having the previous knowledge of nutrition. I think I may have mentioned early on in one of my earlier videos that I was a chef for almost 20 years. And just put that knowledge into play with what foods I'm eating. And then later on, when I was trying to do the master bodybuilding, just understanding my macro and micronutrient intake that works for my body at different times, because that changes up. So I was able to get this breakthrough. And now that I've done that, today is my rest day, and tomorrow I'll go in. I'll walk today. I'm probably going to walk with my mom. But tomorrow I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the exact same thing on the treadmill. And then I'm going to work my arms and upper body. Now, I have not shared this with anybody here, but I'm going to tell you, was it last year? Yeah, last year in December, I was living in Texas. My mom came to stay with me for the holidays, and I had a doctor's appointment sometime in December, and so we took a lift to this doctor's appointment. And when I got in the lift, I think it was like a Chevy Tahoe or a Suburban, something like that. So I stepped up, and then I took my hand and put it on the seat and was going to maneuver my body. And I just felt something tweak inside my shoulder. And it hasn't been right since. As a matter of fact, as I'm talking to you right now, like if I go like that, it has not been right. Now, I have not gone to the doctor and told him about this. And the reason for that, as everybody already knows, I had a pulmonary embolism after having Achilles repair surgery. And I just really don't feel like going through that again. And, yeah, you're immobile when you have that type of surgery. And even though I take blood thinners for that, I just don't want to have any more problems like that. It's just scary. But I'm going to work my upper body, and I'm going to see if there are some shoulder strengthening exercises that I can do. And as a matter of fact, another thing that I really need to do, I think I'm going to start taking collagen again, because collagen, as you know, helps with the tissues and the skin, the hair, nails, and all that. Is it super highly effective? I would say not really. You got to be consistent with taking it in large doses in order for it to have the effects that you want it to have. But I do notice that when I take collagen, my skin looks better. I actually do feel lubricated. That sounded really nasty, but I feel lubricated. That's the best way to say it. So I'm going to do that and see if that can contribute to healing my shoulder. And if I don't see any results in a month, then I am definitely, at this point, going to call the doctor, because it hurts. It be hurting, and I don't want it to hurt. Sorry. I keep a chamois in my truck because I hate dirty glasses. So I have a big bag of chamois in the back for the truck itself, but always keep one in storage for the glasses. Anyway, that's all I got for you. I'm really happy to 18.9. I'm just looking forward to working out tomorrow, trying, again, the technique that I did yesterday, and just working out. You know what I mean? My life feels very different since I'm getting this weight back off. And oh my goodness, and let me share this with y'all. So I use a Renpho digital scale. I like it. I like it a lot. And when I first got it, I remember I stepped on it and I didn't calibrate it, and it read one weight. And when I went to the doctor, like the next day, there was like a 10-pound difference. So I had to go home and calibrate it. And I recalibrated it when I got out here. And of course, now the weights are matching. Sometimes maybe there'll be a half pound off, but not more than half pound. I was looking at the app, and it does that body composition breakdown, like BMI, body fat, visceral fat, water, skeletal muscle, bone mass. It does metabolic age. It does a couple of things. Last year, when I used the scale, this is right before I got my prescription for Wegovy, I stepped on that scale, and it was like 274, somewhere around there. And I would open the app once it was done, and it was all like red. It was red, and the colors, it say you need to do something about this. Now, my visceral fat and my BMI, not my BMI, is it my BMI? My BMI are still in the obese range. I'm 5'6", and again, 218 right today. I really should be around 170. Now, I said that I was going to try to shoot for 180 because I've been 180 before. I was very small. I just carry very differently. My muscle mass is on the Renpho, and I had a body composition done about a year and a half ago with a bariatric surgeon, because I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I got to get this weight off. And then I was like, I don't want anybody cutting on me. Now, please don't be offended. I don't like surgery. I don't know anybody who likes that. And he told me, he was like, wow, for you aging, you have great muscle mass. And so that's the one thing that I'm really happy about, is that the muscle mass is where it needs to be, because as you get older, your muscles start, they break down. That you got to get that protein in. So I'm really happy about that. I'm looking and I see just a little bit more. I just kind of look a little tighter. My mom said that yesterday when I came out of my bedroom, because I got home and I holed up in my bedroom for a little while, and I walked out and she says, "Oh, you look tight." And I was like, "Yeah." And like I said, I felt different yesterday. So I'm gonna shoot for 180, and then I'm probably gonna schedule an appointment or with a nutritionist or a dietitian, and have them do a body composition test on me again, because I really, really believe that when you are armed with that information, you make better choices food-wise and activity-wise, that, again, in conjunction with Wegovy, you're going to see the results that you want to see. Let me see. Has there been any side effects or anything else? Yes. And I'm saying yes, but I don't know if it's Wegovy. It just seems that it might be related. I don't know. So, remember I told you, I believe that people who reported that they were having gastrointestinal issues had started taking a higher dose, before they were supposed to. That I just am a firm believer that that's what happened, because you got to remember there was a shortage on the 0.5 all the way up to the 2.4. There was a shortage for those dosages. And so you were still hearing about people losing weight and all this stuff. And I think it was a combination of that and going to a formulary and having them kind of make a Wegovy, right? Because people were eager to get this new miracle drug that's going to help you lose weight and all that kind of stuff. And I never had any, the whole time since I've been taking this in January, I have not had any really thing to report on side effects. I did have a little constipation months ago, and that's it, and that has gone away. Like, as a matter of fact, when I get off of this video, I'm gonna go sit on the throne. But anyway, this past 2 weeks after I've taken the shot, when I got up in the morning, my stomach feels like I haven't eaten for days. Like, it just feels completely empty. It's not a comfortable feeling. And then one day I actually did feel, so I wish I could turn this around. I think I can. This is what I'm looking at. It's garbage day today. And look how blue that sky is. So if you see me kind of looking up, I'm just like, wow, it's really blue out here today. But anyway, it's a weird deep in the pit of my stomach feeling. And I didn't like it. I just didn't. It really felt, I told my mom, I was like, man, I need to call my doctor, because like I ate and I feel like something's wrong. I got a little nauseous actually. And so that is something that just recently started within the last 2 weeks. And it didn't last long. It lasted like the morning after I took my shot, and that whole day I would get that feeling, and just a little bit maybe that second day after the shot. So that's the only thing that I've really have been experiencing. And in all honesty, it's not a bad thing. It really isn't, because when I feel like that, I will go snack on something small. Like my favorite snack is actually pretzels. I like pretzels, but pretzels aren't necessarily the best snack. But I also like Jack Link's hot and spicy jerky. I love beef jerky. Okay. And so I snacked on that, and then I felt better. So anyway, if you experience that, is it something that I would tell you to go go to your doctor about. I would, if it's something that is way out of the norm for your life, I would do that. And at least mention it to them so that they know what's going on. And that's about it. But for the most part, it's starting out to be a wonderful, terrific Tuesday. I hope you all have a bomb Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Wegovy Steph channel. And hopefully by the end of September, I will be somewhere in the vicinity of the weight that I'm trying to get to. So, yeah, wish me lucks and good prayers on that. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. And if you have questions, concerns, comments, anything about either the information or stories that I provide or the channel, hit me up, ping me, just leave a comment. I am faithful to respond. I wish you all a most beautiful day. Have an awesome week. And let's get it. Wegovy Nation. Wegovy Steph. I'm out. Peace.